It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we got a can of Harpoon Brewery's IPA. Described as hoppy, floral and crisp. It's 5.9% ABV in a 355 milliliter can. In America that's 35.5 centiliters. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. I had my first Harpoon beer just yesterday. It was the Dunkin' Donuts Porter, if I remember rightly. It was just yesterday. I should have a better memory than that, shouldn't I, But I have heard of this beer. It's probably one of America's, I would say, iconic earlier IPAs. When I mean earlier, I mean like slightly earlier than 2010. The craft beer industry in America has gone bonkers since 2012, 2013. There's brewery after brewery opening, thousands of breweries. But I would say Harpoon IPA, it was one of the first American beers that I've heard of. But it's taken me, what, 2019? It's taken 7 years, 9 years, 9 years to try it. Here we have it in the glass. Good levels of carbonation, clear looking beer, 2-finger white head. Let's see if there's any haze, any sediment in this beer. No, I think it's an unfiltered, it's a filtered beer, should I say. But it looks nice, amber in colour, even carbonation. As I mentioned, a 1-finger, it's a white head. Aroma. Oh yeah, that is really floral. Really floral and really hoppy. Can I be perfectly honest with you guys? I'm in a position now, especially after the haze craze of 2016, 17, 18 and now 2019. No signs of it going away. And by the way, I love hazy beer. It gets into your mind that these so-called kind of polished beers, they lose a lot of their character because they've been it's been filtered, it's been some of the goodness from the beer might have been taken away because of that, because they forfeited maybe some of the flavour for that clean look to the beer. Well, judging by the aroma, there's none that took all of my fears away about this beer when I was looking at it initially. Really floral, really lovely and juicy and candied, and yeah, let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, more of an old school, as I was talking about, pre-2010, more of an old school American IPA. A lovely bitterness on the back end that takes hold halfway through the taste and just carries it on nicely to the end. Floral, grapefruity, citrusy, and then bitter. Little bit of sweetness to begin with. A nice beer. A staple, dare I say it, more of a traditional American IPA this. And we're only talking about a style that's been around a few decades. So I suppose the question I have to ask myself now is, where is, of course I live in the UK, so it's hard for me to kind of gauge being all the way over here. But where do these type, and this is for my American audience to answer if you could, or maybe if you live in the UK and you follow American beer, around Europe, comment in the comments box. Where does a more traditional IPA, like this Harpoon IPA, where does it sit in the marketplace now compared to all of these haze bombs that are coming out, juice bombs, and another thing as well is a smaller brewery that started up, a lot less volume, and they're able to kind of throw some more hops in because they're new and they're kind of like, they're trying to make a name for themselves, so they're trying to put more flavour into their beer. You know where I'm coming from. This brewery has probably scaled up through the years. I'm not sure if they're the same size as Sierra Nevada or maybe someone like Sam Adams. But when you scale up, you genuinely, and I mean this as well for Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. That's the example I'm going to use. Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale. I've had it recently and it's not as good as I remember. It's not as good as when I was first drinking that beer in 2010. They've scaled up, they have a massive brewery now, Sierra Nevada, and yeah, it's kind of like not quite there. It wasn't there compared to what it was like in 2010 when I first tried it. Is it the same here? Have Harpoon scaled up to a certain size and maybe they've lost a little bit of the quality of the beer? It's a very nice beer. It's just not, it's not as cutting edge as some of the newer stuff that's been out in the last few years. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Is this your staple beer? Comment in the comments box. I'm going to rate it. I'd like some more from this beer. I would like some more grapefruit and citrus and hop flavour on the back end. It's like it's got this floral flavour and then bitterness on the back end. It just seems to be lacking a little bit of from the hops, I'm going to say. Rating, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. So 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.